Hello, today I'm in the library building on the 9th floor in the executive suites. I'm going to talk about my favourite secondary source by David Hayton, an article called Developing the Obligation Characteristics of the Trust. It's in the 2001 Law Quarterly Review. David Hayton is an international trust lawyer, so he has the benefit of knowing how other jurisdictions do trusts and how the English jurisdiction does trusts. He is currently a justice on the Caribbean Court of Appeal, which has recently taken the role of the Privy Council in some Caribbean jurisdictions. David Hayton's argument is simple and logical. It relies on 3 examples which show the fundamental characteristic of a trust is the enforceability principle, namely the ability to enforce the trust's obligations against the trustee. The 3 examples are: 1. In international trust jurisdictions, or other jurisdictions than in England, it is possible to create a trust where the trust instrument appoints a protector or an enforcer to hold the trustee to account. Such trusts may be valid in England by the Recognition of Trusts Act 1987. The second example is the Charitable Purpose Trust, which allows the Attorney General to hold a trustee to account by exercise of the parens patriae jurisdiction, which it derives from the Crown. The third example is the ordinary private trust, where the objects, which are certain, i.e. the beneficiaries, may hold the trustee to account to ensure the trustee satisfies their special trust obligations. In each of these examples, it is clear that the fundamental characteristic is the ability to hold the trustee to account, the enforceability principle. David Hayton argues that if trust law is a coherent system, and it is a coherent system, or at least purports to be a coherent system, it shouldn't be the form of enforcer that matters. Instead, it should be the fact that an enforcer exists. If it's more important that an enforcer exists to ensure the trustee satisfies their obligations, there is no need to have a beneficiary at the time the trust is created. David Hayton argues that a trust instrument that recognises an enforcer or a protector should make a valid trust without the need for a list of objects or a beneficiary to enforce the trust, because the same fundamental characteristic that obligations are enforced will still be satisfied. That's David Hayton's logical and simple argument. Thank you very much.